Hey guys, I'm Ozia and welcome back to the industrial server. So far I've set up my grinder for the 3x ore production and the furnace. Now I want to set up a power source, and instead of going with Rotorcraft, so I'm trying to stay a little bit away from Rotorcraft because my other series is just chock full of it. So this is not, so it's going to be somewhat newer stuff. From the last episode, I had this sneaky way of getting, or cheap way of getting water through these water boilers, because they suck water at the bottom and they're usually made to create heat, but Rotorcraft pipes such as the suction pipe and the liquid pipe can pull water out of them. But if you want to pull steam out of them, you've got to use the gas duct or use fluid ducts. Yeah. So first thing we need to do is we need to make a calorimetric burner, and actually this is roughly how you make it. So bones down the side, sulfuric acid, which is just usually sulfur, water and coal, and leather at the bottom. But up here you need to put a sticky piston. So we've already got some raw rubber just ready for that, and we've got pistons ready, so just gonna grab them. And so we've got our sticky pistons. We can go chuck it into this recipe, and I was going to make more, but I wasn't quite sure, so I'm just going to make 8 for now. What these do is they essentially, you put food items into them, and then they generate heat, then they transfer the heat into a water boiler, as the description says. So it converts food to heat. Okay, so we've got 8 of them. We're going to make a... Oh, not that one, let's use this one. We're going to make a couple more water boilers, because these things down here, they transfer heat on all 4 sides. So you essentially want to use up as many sides as possible of these to generate more steam. The only issue we might have, what we will have, is that you have to input the items in from the side using item ducts. So yeah, so we're going to keep that in mind. So we're just going to grab 2 for now. I'm going to grab, and these are water boilers. You can stack on top of one another. As you can see, that one just sucked in some more water. So they essentially funnel the water upwards, or steam if they're generating steam. I'm going to put these calorimetric burners in. As you can see, about the sides that they use, we could put 2 water boilers here, and that would work because they'd be generating heat off this side. We're going to lose the heat coming off this side because of the item ducts we're going to be using. So just chuck them there, and of course we're going to lose here and here and here unless we want to put boilers there too. So can we put boilers there? Actually, should I just... no, I can't get the item ducts over there, so yeah. Let's see, can we fit more? Oh, wrong one. Is it this one? Yep. Yep. Put more wall boilers on here to increase the efficiency. So like that. And can we get 2 more? Okay, that should be enough for now. Okay, and then 1, 2. The only problem you might have here is if they might suck up all the water. It's unlikely, they don't really suck up that much water. As you can see, it's only a little bit every once in a while. Ooh, I could put another one in there, can I? Have I got enough iron? Have I got enough stuff to turn into iron though? Oh, yes I do. The gift fairies have given me stuff. So here's one from Canada LP. What's in this one? Nice hammer and a magnum torch. I'll leave that in there for another episode. It's not much, but it's better than a bed. It's a joke, because when they welcomed me on the server, the blue practically gave me a bed, which, that's it there. So it served me well. And of course, iron is what I need. And essence berries and copper. They'll come in handy later. So let's make a few more of these, just so I can get as many sides as possible being used. So like I said, these sides are going to be wasted because of the item ducts that are going to feed into them. So over here I've got a farm. It's basically a carrot farm powered by Rotocraft. So I'm not going to put I'm trying to not words. I'm not redoing this bit. I'm going to try and not do as much Rotocraft as possible on this season. You will see it from time to time, especially when I need to make a farm. But generally, it's only going to be help to get carrots and so forth. Everything I need for other stuff like the power plant. So we've got our item duct. Okay, let's just turn this one on. So we've got enough carrots there for the time being. Have I got a lever? Yes. I'll chuck that one down there. It won't turn on just yet. Okay, and then let's pipe this all the way around. I can jump that, yep. Okay. Now we're just going to pipe these all the way over to the Caliometric burners and have them input on the side. Okay. Like that, and down the side and along the front, and then we should be able to, if we do it like this, they should evenly spread out. These things, they've only got a storage interface, a storage about of 4 items. Each piece of food has a different value as to how long it creates heat for. So things like carrots are only going to create heat for about 30 seconds, where things like steak, you're going up to the 2-minute range and so forth, and things like cakes can probably do 4 minutes, I'm not sure. But essentially you want to test as to which food supply you want to put in there, for how long you want them to burn. Obviously some are going to burn longer, but obviously they're also going to be harder to manufacture, like steak for instance. You're going to have to kill cows for that. Okay, so we've got that ready. Now that we've got the items going to go into the Caliometric burners, we need to then collect the steam coming from the top. So we're just going to do a simple collection like this. And where am I going to put my power system? I've got everything cluttered, so I'm going to put it somewhere temporarily. Or can I just run the things up here? Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to run along here, and I'm going to put a... Okay, so that's got steam. Is this pulling out items already? No. Then why did these things generate steam? Steam, okay. Did I run a mirror against these things? Maybe, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Okay, so in the last one, all I've got is a steam engine from thermal expansion. You can make a steam engine from MFR, which is essentially just made from one of these steam type dynamos, and it looks like this. So it's printed from machine frames, some plastic sheets, silver, and a transmission core. And what they are is they essentially do the same thing, except they double the output. So I think they also consume double the steam. So basically they're a space conserver if you want. Okay, so now we've got that. You know, I haven't even built a redstone cell, which I should at some point. Or I haven't even built any redstone cabling. I should do that. I've got glass. Have I got lead? No, because I decided to use it all at once. That's alright. I'm going to have to wait for that later. Let's go there. Okay. As you can see, these are steam dynamos. Usually you put fuel here and you have a water source here and that turns it into steam. But if you've just got steam, you can pump it in. It doesn't require water and it will just generate straight power off it. Okay, so all we need to do is, okay, if flick this item, that should start with pulling out items at the bottom. I'm not sure because sometimes the these things don't update, as always. So, and I can't see the items, can I? Yeah, okay, so even though I'm taking items out, they are being pulled in. Yep. They're just taking their time to go through the pipes. You know what I can do? Oh, you can right click and get a little information, see if there's things going into them. Let's just skip this and grab a couple carrots and just start the process manually. So there we go. There's now 4 carrots. As you can see, they hold 4 items. As you can see, that's the steam going in. Yeah. So once it gets past halfway, it should start generating power. As it is, yes. And what we're doing? Currently, we're going through about 70 RF at the moment, which is alright. Once these things start getting more fuel. Oh, that one did actually have some in it. No. Okay, it's still empty. That one's on 4. Yeah. Okay. See, when you hear that that noise, that's the noise of food actually going into the thing. So essentially, they've come through the pipes. Thankfully, 4, and that's still empty. That'll get food sometime. Yep, there we go. 4 carrots. As you can see, a carrot lasts roughly about 18 seconds. And now we're generating fuel, means steam and power. As you can see, steam's right at the top, so I can probably chuck another steam dynamo on here, and it would run that one at its maximum power as well. So what I would do is I'd just keep on adding steam dynamos until the steam in them started to drop, and then I knew that's how much steam the power plant has actually started to run. Now, there are ways of getting some efficiency out of this that might be handy. One of the food types is bread. So you have to make wheat for bread. The problem is that wheat itself is not a food type. But if you take wheat and cocoa beans, you can make coffee. Not coffee, cookies. You make cookies, and then cookies, you essentially get 8 for every 2 pieces of wheat and 1 cocoa. So you get 8. So essentially you get 8. You know what I mean? You get a lot of items for less, and then you can use cookies to power your power plant, and essentially have a cookie powered power plant. And I think that's about it for today's, guys. If you'd like to see anything else, let me know. Please like, comment, and subscribe, because it helps me get along. And until next time.